assalamu alaikum and welcome to another video. So today's video is going to be a cook a chicken and vegetable curry with me, and this is going to be the easiest chicken curry recipe you will ever need. So I just thought I would show you how I make a chicken curry, because I literally just throw everything together. It's ready in literally 20 minutes, half an hour max, and you can have, I just have it with microwave rice because I just can't be bothered to be making chapatis all the time and to be making fresh rice all the time. 2 minutes in the microwave and then you've got rice. Anyway, that's what I'm going to have it with, but I'm going to be making it with chicken, some peppers, some spinach, and that's it really. You can add whatever vegetables you want. You can add courgettes, you can add aubergines, you can add peas, you can add what other vegetables are there? You can probably add broccoli, you can add cabbage, you can add whatever you want, but I'm literally just gonna do peppers and spinach, just keeping it simple. But anyway, if you're new to my channel, hello, assalamu alaikum, my name is Safira and I make lots of different types of videos. So I do a lot of cooking videos, I do a lot of hauls, I do a lot of cleaning videos, I do a lot of vlogs, mainly vlogs, where I include a lot of everything in there, and it's just all about my life. So if you're new to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button and clicking the bell notification so you get notified every single time I upload a video, and I upload quite often, so you will be getting a lot of notifications. Anyway, let's get into this video. So the first thing I'm going to do is chop my onions. I'm going to use my trusty Ninja chopper. This thing is amazing, link will be in the description. This literally cuts onions in like 2 seconds. Let me show you. Okay, so now that the onions are chopped, I'm going to put my pan on. I am just using this pan, which I bought from IKEA a very long time ago. And I'm going to add some vegetable oil to this. So I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. I don't measure. Yes, baby?
Can you please?
And then I'm going to put the cooker on and heat up the oil a little bit before I add the onions. So the next thing I'm going to do is prepare my spices. So the spices that I use are basically the same for every single curry that I make, unless it's like a special curry, but my usual curries have the exact same spices. So I'm going to use some ginger and garlic paste. You can get this in like jars or frozen. I make mine fresh, but you can use whatever. I'm using about a teaspoon of this. I'm going to put it into my little bowl here. Today I actually have made some green chilli paste as well, which is literally just blended up chilies, and I'm going to put about a teaspoon of that in there as well. It might be a little bit spicy, but I don't mind, it's okay today. I don't mind a little bit of spice today. Next I'm going to add some salt. Always add less salt first and then add more later if you need to. So I added just the smallest teaspoon of salt there. Next you want to add some ground coriander. So I've got my coriander powder. I'm going to add quite a large teaspoon of that, like a heaped teaspoon, into there. And then 1 heaped teaspoon of cumin powder as well. My oil has heated up by now, so I'm going to add my onions. I've just turned the heat down a second because Elisa needs me, so I'm going to go and sort her out for a sec. The onions are cooking away. I'm going to do the spices. Now it is time to add some tumeric powder, haldi, whatever you want to call it. I literally add like 1/4 teaspoon. I don't like to have too much haldi because I don't like getting yellow fingers when I'm eating. And then we are going to add some chili powder, literally the same amount, because I don't want too much chili from chili powder. I prefer to have fresh chilies than chili powder. So that is all of the spices in here done, ready to add. Now we are going to do the tomatoes. And never forget to stir your onions because they will burn. We're going to use the same chopper that we used to cut the onions, and I'm literally going to just take off the little stalky top bits of the tomatoes, add the tomatoes to that. And for the tomatoes, I like to blend them completely until they're like pureed, because it just makes the curry cook faster because they don't have to break down. And the tomatoes are now ready, so I'm going to now wait for the onions. So what we're looking for when we're doing the onions is them to be golden brown slash red, not close to burning but not yellow, like not translucent or light brown. We want it to be a golden reddish brown. So that is what I'm going to wait for. Okay, so this is the colour that you're looking for when it comes to the onions. They look lovely and brown and red in some parts. So now it's time to add the chicken. Also going to add the spices at the same time. And then just give that a really good mix. Okay, so once the chicken is cooked on the outside, I'm going to start adding my peppers, and I'm just going to add as many as I feel like is enough. You can add as many or as little as you want. At this point you can also add the rest of your vegetables too. Now that the peppers are in there, I'm going to add my tomatoes. And I'm also going to add a bit of tomato puree. And I'm going to clear out this pot with some water as well. And just add that, and then just stir it all together. And now it is time to simmer it before we add anything else. So I'm just going to bring this to a boil and then put it on a really low heat and then cover it. So if you like your peppers to be crunchy, I like mine to be super soft. You can add them after you've simmered it for a little while when you add your spinach and your peas or whatever else you're going to add. But you know, you just gotta time it. When you're making vegetables, if you're putting potatoes in, I would have added those now because potatoes take a little while to cook, but I'm not going to add potatoes to this. But it is bubbling away now, so I'm going to turn the heat all the way down and add the lid on top, and then I'm going to give it about 10 minutes and come back to it and see how it's getting on. So I'll see you in 10. And we're back. So it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to check on this now. This is what it looks like, looking gorgeous. Oh my god. So I've just tasted it and it does need a little bit of salt, so I'm going to add a small spoon of salt. So I'm going to add a little bit more water to this and just give that a little stir just to loosen it up a little bit. It's gone a bit thick, so that's just loosened it up. So now I'm going to add some frozen spinach. I don't have a lot of it left, but we're going to add all of this. Whoopsie. And I'm also going to be adding some peas, some frozen peas. And that is everything that I'm going to be adding. So I'm going to give this a quick stir, very carefully, don't want it to all spill. I'm going to add a little bit more water to this as well. And then I'm going to bring this to a boil and then put the lid back on and cook this for another 5 minutes, and then it's ready to eat. I'm going to let that just go to a boil, turn the heat down all the way, and then I put the lid back on, and then we're going to wait another 5 minutes and then come back to it. So I'm just going to open this again. It's been 5 minutes. This is what it looks like. Oh my god, how good does that look? The last thing you want to do is add some coriander. So I've got some coriander which I washed and just broke up into little pieces, and I'm just adding that, and that is all done. So that's ready to eat now. I'm going to make my rice and then I'm going to eat it. So my food is all ready to eat now. This is what my food looks like. I just dished it out for myself. I'm going to just go and enjoy this now, and that's it really. So let me know in the comments, if you guys make this recipe, what vegetables would you add? Please give me some inspiration, because I always end up adding the same few ingredients, which are peppers, peas and spinach, because they're just the most easy. Excuse the kids in the other room. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn on the bell notifications. Share this video with any of your friends that like cooking and want a really easy, simple chicken curry recipe. And yeah, that's going to be the end of this video, and I will see you in my next video. Assalamu alaikum. Bye.